Hello, let's play a bunch of New York Times games, but first we reveal our dad joke of the day and this day in history. So for Friday, April 24th, TGIF, I had a dream that I was a muffler last night. I woke up exhausted. All right. My car does not have a muffler or exhaust. So why? All right, what do you think happened on April 24th, 1792? That would be interesting if you knew that one. I'm not sure what this is, so I'll have to read it along with you. All right, April 24th, 1972. Captain of Engineers composes La Marseillaise. I'm probably mispronouncing the French. I assume French just skips most letters when I read it. On April 24th, 1792, during the French Revolution, Claude Joseph Rouget de Lisle composed the patriotic song now known as La Marseillaise. After France's declaration of war against Austria on April 20th, Rouget de Lisle, then stationed in Strasbourg, France, as a captain of the engineers, answered the mayor's request for a marching song for the troops. The spirited anthem, originally titled Chante de guerre de... I'm not going to read this. War Song of the Army of Rhine, was composed in one night. The title soon changed as the fierce lyrics, set to a rousing melody, became popular with the volunteer troops from Marseille as they headed off to war. Officially recognized as the French national anthem on July 14th, 1795, La Marseillaise was banned by Napoleon, Louis XVIII, and Napoleon III. It was reinstated as France's anthem in 1879. Okay. So, France's national anthem. Got it. I'd like to thank the following members for starting a new month. Thank you to Norway Thor and Veronica Piche. All right, well, let's start with connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got tomato sauce, helicopter, taxi, intelligence, ice skates, red wine, grass, lawnmower, ink, cabin, dough, suction cups, cheese, Callaway, arms, and pepperoni. What's Callaway? It sounds familiar. Is it like a... No, I'm thinking of something else. There's some kind of oil, but that's not Callaway, is it? Okay, I'm not going to assume it's an oil. What I'm going to assume... So, I got made fun of for this, and so I always specify. It was only one person, but sometimes one person can really get under your skin. It's annoying. But if I don't know a word, mostly out of optimism, I like to think that they don't want us to know what it means, and it's just used for purple. Like, we use the letters from it. So, like, it starts with call, ends with way, something like that. So that's what I'm going to assume. Let's see if there's anything that we can pull out of other words that would make sense to be purple with that. It's possible I need to know what Callaway is. All right, let's hold off on that. Let's find something else to do here. Tomato sauce and dough are ingredients in pizza. I don't see cheese I do see pepperoni though. Oh, I do see cheese. So is this pizza ingredients? I'm going to mark that as yellow. Today I am wearing purple, so we are going to try to find the reverse rainbow, which I enjoy doing. I would do it every day, but it's a compromise with my viewers who really, really dislike it for some reason. All right. What are we doing with helicopter? I feel like a helicopter and a lawnmower are both loud. They both have spinny blades. I don't know. Not really. Things with blades, ice skate, helicopter, and lawnmower. What else would have blades? Suction cups is plural, interestingly. Okay, I'm going to hold off on that because I'm not finding a fourth. Ink is interesting. Okay, ink and suction cups are things that an octopus would have. Octopi are known for being intelligent. Ink, suction cups, intelligent, and what else are they known for? They're ice skates, of course. They have 8 of them. Grass. Do you think when an octopus goes ice skating, they charge them 4 times the rental for the ice skates? They have arms. Okay, what octopi are known for? What blank is known for often is blue, although this is a relatively easy one, so they might make it green. It'll depend on what the other categories are. All right. Taxi is obviously the car, the yellow cab, right? But also taxi is what they call when airplanes move along the ground. So I wonder what it would be if it's either of those. We still have our blades idea, but I can't figure out what the grass, blades of grass. I think this is gonna have to be blue. I'm gonna mark it with a slightly different blue so that I can distinguish. And I'll just remember that that other blue is probably green. So that means that if I'm right, this is purple. Unless one of these other ones is purple. Probably, I mean, this light blue that I marked could be purple. But red wine. Okay. Taxi, red wine, cabin, and Callaway. Taxi's a TV show too. A very good TV show. Cabin. These mean nothing to me. If I knew what Callaway was, maybe that would help. It's interesting that cabin starts with cab and taxi is a cab. Um, I have no idea. I think I'm just gonna have to trust this is purple. It is. What cab? Oh, so it is cab. Okay, yeah, I just don't know that those are referred to as cab. So I kind of had it. I just wasn't confident. All right. Really? People refer to a cabin as a cab? You want to go to buy cab this weekend? What? Who says that? All right, and I'm going to assume that this blue is the true blue with things with blades. They have blades, yeah. And then we're going to say that the octopus stuff is green then. Just slightly harder associated with octopi. All right, octopuses. Octipodes. I think we all just need to accept that the plural of octopus needs to be octipodes because it just sounds cool. Pizza ingredients. There we go. All right. I finally got the reverse. I think it's been so long since I've had a reverse rainbow because there's always been some weird color mix up. So I'm very happy that I managed to get that. All right. Let's take a look at what difficulty they gave this. I don't think it was that hard. Was it? 2 out of 5. Okay. That's lower than their like go-to 2.3. Ooh, wait, 44%. Uh-oh. I wonder what the issue is. I guess we'll find out. 1 in 107 for reverse rainbow. That's interesting that 1% of people got reverse rainbow on a puzzle where 44% solved it at all. PC ingredients definitely. PR was what people are getting first. A little bit of blue, a little bit of it's actually green that people aren't getting. Interesting. I wonder if like not putting intelligence in with octopus is the problem. We'll see what mistakes are made. Like maybe there's a one away people are chasing. 54. So they have blades is the second easiest category for sure. Confirmed here. It's really evened out here. So people are losing get yellow and nothing else. Maybe they get blue, but yeah, it's not understanding the octopus connection. 31% of people only got yellow. We've got 17% getting yellow and blue. 4% got nothing. I think that's kind of baseline. 2% yellow, green. All right. So it is people recognizing the blades thing and not recognizing that grass goes in it. So it is chasing one away on blue is the big reason people are finding yellow. Because if blue is the next category. That's kind of the obvious one. And people who chase one away, which apparently is a lot of people, are trying to figure out what else has blades, not understanding that it's blades of grass, which it took me a bit to find that connection. But instead of chasing one aways on it, I found the other categories until it connected. All right, red wine in pizza instead of dough. I'm thinking maybe they were thinking like an Italian meal or something, because that would make sense. I don't think we're going for pizza toppings here. Sorry, AI. Yes. Hey, Domino's, can I get a pizza with pepperoni and red wine? Sorry, sir, we don't. Red wine is a topic? What? Yes, that's how that conversation would go. Yellow first is 66%. Blue first is only 6%. This tomato sauce, red wine, grass, and ink, it seems to be a rainbow herring. Wonder what it is. Things that stain. It's going to be things that stain is the red herring, the rainbow herring. Okay. Putting red wine in with the Italian meal category is, I guess, what I'm guessing that would be. Purple, 3%. Yeah, people aren't getting green. Okay, so I guess my knowledge of octipides helped today. How'd you do? Hello, let's do pips for Friday, April 24th. We'll do the easy, medium, then hard. Let's play. Okay. I'm thinking 3-5 because we need the fives in this 10 anyway. So I'm just gonna fill this where I'm gonna basically put the dominoes where they're supposed to be, and then we win. Okay. Here's the medium. That's I mean, if you're looking for good strategy tips for pips, putting the dominoes where they're supposed to be is probably one of the best strategies you can use. I mean, that kind of applies here where there's a clear geometry needed here and here. I don't know if I need to draw it out though. It's pretty easy to see. Maybe, I don't know. We have a bunch of blank spots. Do I do math? I don't think I need to do math. What should I do though? 7 and 3. It's a little limited. They have to be kind of low. You can do 1, 1, 5, so you can't put sixes in them. But I don't know what's our in. A less than 3. We have zeros, ones, and twos available. I'm worried this is one of those with like a gazillion solutions. A less than 2 needs a 0 or 1 in it. Maybe it has to do with where does this 0 go? Because it can't go in any of the 7 cages. It could go in one of these 7 cages. Never mind. Easily could. I think I might just need to follow some context clues here. So like make the less than 3 the only 2 we have. Oh, we have another 2 as well. We don't have a 4 though, so the 3 doesn't go in this. So this would be 2, 5. And then our other 2 would throw out the 3. It'd have to. And then what do I have attached to a 0 or a 1 that can go into 7? It's going to have to be, let's do this. Oh, we can't do the 1, 3 because there's no 4. So we're going to do this with our only 6. And then, I don't know, we could do like a 3, 3, 1 here and a 1, 1, 5. Okay. I don't know if I stumbled into the correct solution or there's just a bunch of them. I guess we'll find out. There's always someone in my YouTube comments telling me how many solutions there were, which is very appreciated. Let's do hard. Ooh. Okay, I am going to draw out the geometry on this one because I am not going to be able to just see that on the spot. Now, I'm going to have to figure out these loops here. So is there a 0, 5 would be my first question. There is. Is there a 5, 2? Why is it all mixed up like that? I hate when it's all just shuffled and you can't even like if you could like rearrange this yourself, that would be like one of the biggest quality of life improvements. There is a 5, 2. So I can't base it on 0, 5 or 5, 2. Ooh, does 0, 5 force another 0, 5? It does not. So the 0, 5 either goes here or here. That's guaranteed. Because if we do this 0, 5, then we're forced to do that, which is fine. So we'd use the 5, 2 and the 0, 5. Oops. We'll just undo that. If we do this 0, 5, then we're forced to do something like this, but I don't know what these do. So the 0, 5 is used. I'm just gonna pick one and see like if there's an obvious problem here. What doubles do I have? Because this uses a double for sure. I'm just gonna underline them. We have a double 0. That's our only, no, we have a double 1. Before I got to the end, I was like, that's our only one, but no, we also have 0. I think a bunch of zeros are used. Is it a bunch? 3 zeros are used here. So 2 more. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's just enough. Do I have a 0, 6, by the way? Because that would tell us this. I have 0, 1, 0, 0, I do have a 0, 6. So maybe that goes there. I don't want to do like a bunch of maybes on top of each other, so we'll hold off on that. But so this could be 0, 0. And if it was, oh no, it cannot be 0, 0 for the very simple reason that this would also be 0, 0. So it's actually the 1, 1. And in fact, this is always the 1, 1, because if this was the 0, 5, we'd have the same issue needing a 0, 0 there. So there is a 1, 1 in here, and then the 1, 0 is always going to be used here or here. It's interestingly symmetric. So now we need a 2 into something very small. So 2, 0 or 2, 1. I don't know which. Do we do this 5, 2? There's just so much guessing on top of guessing on top of guessing. 2 greater than 5s. I don't have a 6, 6. So maybe this tells me what I'm supposed to do. I don't think it does. I don't think these loops connect. That's as far as I get. Unless there's more logic here. Oh, wait, this then goes up. Okay. If. I don't want to draw that because that's not guaranteed. That's if this choice is given. What I'm going to do, I'm going to leave these here because they are going to be used. They just might be in slightly different spots. But they're used around this location. I just want to have those dominoes gone so I don't use them elsewhere. So I either need a 0 into this less than 2, meaning a 0, 0 or a 0, 1. So this 0, 0 could end up there. Or I do the 0, 6 down, which seems like the most plausible thing to do. But then what else is attached to 6? I do have a 6, 1. So if I did the 0, 6 here, this would have to be the 6, 1. And then this would be our 0, 0. No, it would be 0 into a greater than 2. It would be our 0, 3. I mean, that kind of works. Oh, this is always 5, 2. I could have just had that filled. Oh, because that's 5, 2, we can't go the other way. Okay. Well, that makes this correct, I guess, right? So we need 2, 0 or 2, 1. I don't know which one's used, but it does do this. In fact, yeah, I don't think I need to mark these ones because they're already filled, but this is all true now. And now this is true. And now that's true. Okay. Oh, less than 2 and 3. I just noticed that one. So a 0 or 1 and 3. So I think this is going to be our double 0. And then is this supposed to be 1, 4 or 1, 3 maybe? Let's put the 1, 4 into it. I like to assume that the less thans and greater thans are 1 off until proven otherwise. This is 6 into something. We got 2 and 4. What do I have 5 into? I've got 5, 1 still. So I think I used my 5, 0, or there wasn't one. Okay, so that's 5, 1. And so then this is the 1, 2. I still have that available. Good. 2 into another less than 2. So this is our 2, 0 then. And now this has to be 1. But 1, 3 doesn't work. Okay. Maybe there's probably some global logic about where the zeros need to go because we have this 3 cell with less than 2 and this 2 cell with less than 2. And I think that might prove these have to be 1s. But okay, so did I use a 1 something elsewhere that I could move? I do have a 1, 6, but I don't have a 6, 6 to go with it. This has to be a 6. I don't know why they do greater than 5 instead of just putting 6. It's kind of annoying that it's like an extra level of complexity that we don't really need in these puzzles. Remember when these puzzles took 1 minute? I remember. Let's see. What can I do here? So connected to a 6, I've got 4 and 2. So what was connected to a 4 or a 2 that I could have put into here? I've got this 4, 1 here. So maybe that's what I need. Because I could just put the 1, 3 here instead. And that actually works out. Okay, so 1, 4 here and then 4, 6. Okay, that's all I needed to do. Because the rest of this fills out. Nice. All right. Yeah. It used to be like You try for those cookies. It was like 30 seconds for the easy, 45 for the medium, and 60 seconds for the hard. And now the hards can take like a half an hour sometimes. Not today, luckily. All right, well, how'd you do? Hello, let's do the mini and Midi crosswords for Friday, April 24th. Let's play. With 6 across, kind of person who loves when things are messy. I'm not sure. Circus prop that provides extra height. Stilt? Singular stilt? Blink boy. Good boy? No, it's 3 letters. Attaboy? Isn't that TTA? We'll see. Hoped for symbol on a weather app. The sun? Tosses out of a competition informally. Sacks? DCs, maybe. Disqualifies. Or DQs, maybe, for disqualified. Sorry. Blank Chris Steakhouse restaurant chain? Never heard of it. Vowel quintet. Oh, it's A-E-I-O-U. Okay, so it is not attaboy. I was pretty sure atta was 2 T's. Fruit that's often in an edible arrangement. A melon. They always like to use melon as filler. I guess it's a cost-saving thing. Who eats the melons? Crumb-carrying insect is an ant. A drama queen. Loves when things are messy. What is this? Who boy? Ruth's Steakhouse? Okay. Got it. Let's move on to the MIDI. It's called Hide Your Tears. All right, somersaults. Not flips. Not turns. I don't know. I don't think it's turns. All right. Looped into an email serendipitously. So BCC'd. Blind carbon copied. Things held by relay race runners and their maestros. Batons. Alternative to spades, hearts, diamonds, and deck cards. Club. John Blank, WWE wrestler turned actor. John Cena. C-suite member. An exec. Unlit. Unlit. Dark. Alexa is the answer to hey, okay, yeah. Oh my gosh. Hey Alexa, what's the answer to 12 across in today's MIDI? One seeing to piano repairs. Tuner. Things look great for us once again. So is this sob today? For Hide Your Tears? We are so back. Let's check these downs. Sword. Flu. Light green shade. I'm not good at shades. Early builder of Machu Picchu. Inca. Took me a second. Look curiously. Peer. No, it's not pear. It's peer, right? Reason to say bless you. A sneeze. So what is this? Oh, it is flips. A somersault's not a flip, is it? Bedding material. Linen. Game show host is the MC. Okay. Red wine choice. Familiarly. Zinfandel, maybe? Zin? What's this? Family nickname. Sib? Like sibling? Cafe that might serve macchiatos and cortados. I don't know. Product from Adidas or Asics. A shoe. Painter Magritte. Ooh, I can't remember. Musical group with steel pans and bongos. That is a bluegrass band. It's some kind of band. I can't remember. Benito Antonio Martinez Ascasio blank. Bad Bunny. I don't know. Printer supply. Ink. Panther or Puma is a cat. Calligrapher's tool is a pen. Road paving goo is tar. Blank miss. Ole Miss is the team. What a long meeting never seems to do. End. Place for a massage. A spa. Government org for cyber threats analysis. NSA. Compact Ford SUV. Escape. Ford Escape. Okay. How 007 likes his martinis. Shaken, not stirred. Warsaw is its capital. Poland. Singer Lana Del Rey. Is that R-E-I or R-E-Y? What's happening here? Painful things to bite into in cherries. Pits. Calypso band, maybe? Shape of a gumball is an orb. Light in a lighthouse is a beacon. Historical records are annals. Oh, espresso bar. Cis, espresso bar. Colorful caffeine-free brew. Red tea? Is this a Y? It's a Y, okay. Calypso with a Y, apparently. I have not heard of Calypso band. Calypso, I've heard, what is that, a Greek god or something? Roman god? I don't know. All right, cool. Well, how'd you do? Let's do strands. Today's theme is hullabaloo. Hullabaloo. I see outlet at the top. Outlets. Hullabaloo. Is that like a big party, like a big gathering? I think so, but maybe there's more. Maybe there's a more specific definition to it. I mean, we've got cater here on the bottom. Maybe. Might as well just try some words here. We got cater and outlet and outlets. Okay, it was none of those. Samosas. What am I looking for? Maybe it's all just like interesting words for party. I'm trying to think of more. Call. Like a riot, like a shout. Shout. Like a cacophony. Telek. Holler. Like I almost see holler, but no, I don't. Is it ER? No, it is ER. I thought it was AR. Stelmac. What's going on over here? So we're just yelling. Is yell here? FCL. We're hollering. We're shouting. We're yelling. We're boisterous. I don't know. Whale. I don't know. Pool. I am not store. Mel. What do we have here? Lact. Lacto. I might just grab a hint here. Boar. Rube. Whoop. Okay, that was a good spot. What's going on here? What goes ERWAUL? Or LUAWRE? What the heck? Maybe WRAUL? I don't know what's going on there. Do we have some sort of word break? Is it the spanogram? Belt. Belter wall. I'm getting me another hint. Bellow. What's caterwall? Never heard of that. Something loud. Get loud. Let's Get Loud. Okay, and Clamor. Alrighty. I don't know. I struggled with that. And I don't know what caterwaul is. Well, how'd you do? Hello. Today's bonus game is Word 500. I'm gonna start today with Blaze. I think that worked out well last time. So we got one yellow. So one of these letters is in the word. I'm gonna assume it's the E until proven otherwise. So let's do another word with some uncommon letters. Like, is there like an EX word or something like that I can do? Why don't I do quest? I think that's nice. Having uncommon letters helps us just assume we don't have those letters. So maybe we placed the E and we also have an S or a T. I usually like to assume we have the vowels, both an E in the middle. I kind of want maybe an S so I can start with S and then do some consonant and then E. Like, SP, SC, SW, SH. Maybe SH has the most options. Is there anything? There's got to be something. Spec. Okay, so I'm going to assume that we have a yellow T now, and this E was still right. So something like a TRE, trend. I like that. Let's say we got the T and the E right. And then what's going to be our yellow? I'm thinking the R, but I'm also thinking the N might be a good idea. But like, what do we put? Is it STHE, like there? Possessive? Wow, it was there possessive? Okay. Hey, nice and quick solve today. A lot of my assumptions ended up right or were easily corrected. That's always nice. Having fewer choices, Blaze, Quest, that kind of thing early on really helps with the logic. It probably does increase the average guess rate a little bit, but probably also significantly decreases the time spent playing. All right, well, let's spin the bonus wheel and see what tomorrow's game will be. It is Norway Thor's suggestion of Gridogram. And Norway Thor actually just renewed membership today, so thank you. So yeah, tomorrow we'll be playing Gridogram. You can find that link in the description. And that is it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to watch Wordle, you can click at the end of the video. It'll take you right there. I also have a pinned comment with all the games I played today. And if you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.